Good morning, RedKey leaders. Happy, what is today? Today's Thursday. Happy Lead Connect Grow. So today, what I wanted to share with you is, I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, what you focus on expands. But it's something I think about a lot and I really try to practice it. To me, it's what we are looking for. That's typically what we're going to find. So if we are having, have you ever had those days where you wake up and you're running late, or you end up with a flat tire, or the clothes you were going to wear in the laundry, or you get to work and everything's kind of going downhill? You get a bill you didn't know about, an appointment gets canceled, a listing you think you're going to get ends up, they email you that they're going with someone else. And it's like all you can see are all the problems. And it's almost like the more we look at it, the more we find problems and the more it expands. I was meeting with a RedKey agent recently, and she's struggling. She was struggling with just her business isn't where it normally is. On one hand, we hear about agents being crazy busy right now, and then we also have agents who their business isn't showing up, and maybe their clients are going through other stuff, and it's hard. It's very hard. This business is hard. If it was easy, everybody would be a realtor, everybody would be highly successful. It's why one of our core values is being a honey badger, that, hey, there's going to be challenges. This is not easy. We're going to keep going. So when we were talking, my main coaching to her wasn't like, go do more stuff. It was, we got to shift your gaze. How can we stop looking at the negative? Can we get your energy and your mindset and your attitude? How do we shift that? And it's not easy. It's like, I always say, it's like, physical fitness. This is sort of mental fitness of why we do gratitude, why we talk about tell me something good. And I've said this all the time, but when we are in positive, all the brain centers, all the centers in our brain, the learning centers light up, and we're able to keep going and we're able to solve problems. So I would like to ask you to share if you have any tips, because we've all gone through it. We've gone through times where life just isn't flowing for us. And sometimes it's inner work of how do we shift our gaze and raise our vibe. So if you would leave in the comments, if you have any words of wisdom for each other, it might be calling a good friend. It might be having a dance party. That's usually my fallback at the office. Like, what raises your vibe? Is it taking care of yourself first? Is it getting into action? Sometimes we can't wait till we feel like getting into action. Sometimes just like picking up the phone and making a few calls, or thinking about gratitude of your favorite clients or your good friends and writing them a note can raise your vibe. I'll share one other quick story, and that is, so I don't always practice this. I try, but like all of us, we have off days and tough times, and sometimes we're focused on the past or all the things that could go wrong. But about a year ago, I took a trip with my daughter, Sarah. We just went to Phoenix to hang out for a little bit. And we decided when we started the trip, we were going to have a mantra for the trip. And the mantra was, the entire universe is conspiring to bless me. So the idea was, no matter what happens, we're not going to call it bad or good. I mean, we're going to call it good. It's just like everything that happens is good. It could look bad at the beginning, but it may turn out to be something else. So we are just going to go with the belief that the entire universe is conspiring to bless us. So first thing that happened, we got the cheapest airline tickets in the whole wide world on some crazy website. And I was like, are we going to be in the cargo area with the pets? Like, this is ridiculous. I'm serious. It was like $75 round trip to go to Phoenix. So even the morning of, I'm like, this may be a scam. I don't know if we're going or not. Turned out it was fine. It was like on America and everything was good. Then she loves art and art museums, so we were looking up at this art museum, and we have to hurry. We have to go really fast because it's about to close at 5 o'clock, and it's about 3:15. So we are hustling. I put it in my GPS. We get lost. We're going all over, and my anxiety's rising. Like, we're not going to do this, and this is our goal, and we're not getting there, and why is it redirecting us? So we get there about 3:55, and I'm crabby. And the guy said, hey, if you can wait a couple minutes, the museum closes at 5, but at 4 o'clock you get in free. So it saved us like $32. And I was like, cool. Like, thanks, universe. You just like redirected us so we would save 30 some dollars. It just went on. The whole trip went on like that. Like, a guy came up, we were at an outside art gathering, and a guy asking for money came up, and for some reason often people come up and ask me for money, and I'm always like, oh, I don't know what to do, and it's kind of not sure sometimes, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. The guy comes up to me and he said, "Hey, I'm going to ask if I could either have a dollar or a fist bump." I'm like, that is awesome. You can have both. So I started talking to the guy. He kind of told me a story. He used to be a singer. He's struggling with some substance abuse issues. I mean, we just talked, and he sang me a song. Okay, now it might sound crazy, maybe not to everybody. To me, that was a blessing. I wasn't expecting it, and I'm like, I'm calling it good, man. The universe is conspiring to bless me. So the whole trip went like that. The final thing on the trip, we got on the plane, and again, I guess the tickets are going to work. We get on. The plane's pretty full, and Sarah and I we were across the aisle from each other. We each had completely empty rows, so we could just spread out. She kind of was sprawled out, sleeping. And the stewardess said, "You better go play the lottery. This never happens." So I would encourage you, shift your gaze, look at all around at how the universe is conspiring to bless you. And if you have words of wisdom for each other on what you can do, what we can do to raise our vibes, please put them in the comments. Have a great day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.